Hello students, my name is Sahdev Kumar Sharma from Success Mantra Educate, Jalandhar, Punjab, India. Dear students, in my hand this is the IELTS book number 14 and I am going to have very special video for you. Please be with me till last. I am going to discuss something different which is really very fruitful to you. I guarantee that if you follow this tip, definitely your score is going to improve like a hell. If you practice this, definitely you are required to call me and or you required to feed me back. Yes, this tip was really working for you. Irrespective of your module, you may go for MCQ, you go for head match, you go for writer's match, or you go for fill in the blanks. This tip is the golden tip which definitely going to work for you, and I'll just discuss it in the short video. Rest the practice you have to do at your own level. Dear students, I am just going to show you practically that how the scanning is done. We know that scanning is one of the wonderful technique which we generally listen, but we don't actually understand what the scanning means. Today one of my student, she practiced in the class, and when I asked her to go for scanning, what she did, she underlined each and every line. If she underlined each and every line, that means she has read the whole line. She tried to mug up the total concept of the line. And what was the end result? The end result was that she failed to manage her time and she could do only 2 or 2.5 paragraphs in 1 hour. I don't want that this should happen with you, any one of you, because you are aspiring to go abroad. So dear students, how to go for scanning? What are the things to be scanned? Please do keep in your mind what things you need to know about your scanning only. What you need to scan? You scan for the name. What is the name? Name means if someone's capital name is there, name can be of your person, it can be name of your country, or it can be name of the company. Please do remember, when there is a name, it starts with a capital letter, please underline that particular word. Second, what you have to do, you have to understand and underline about the data. Data means there is $1 million, $1 billion, or some figure is given, or pounds are given, or whatever is, you see some data. In data, it could be even percentage also, right? Please do remember that, and I'll show that all the things in your practical, and I'll show in the paragraph only when I will read along with you. Next, you have to understand the data. Third, whatever things comes in the commas, those things are really very important, and sometime in the commas they ask the question, that is the golden words for you. Definitely you are going to get 1 or 2 questions related to that. And you may find that there is only single comma. Single comma comes when they are going to define about any technical term. And 101% you will find one answer there. It may be of MCQ or it may be of your TOEFL, whatever it is. Something is definitely going to come. Next, you have to underline some words like but, however. These are the turning points. Or you may find although, you may find despite. Generally we all know that we use this word when we are going to contrary to the previous thought or previous action or previous idea. You know, these are the turning points. Means suppose you are going on the road and there is a turn, and there is chances that you may be getting surprised after the turn. So definitely once there is a but, however, although, despite, nevertheless, you find such a connector there, please do underline that, then only you are going to get your answers. Okay, these are the basics of this. If you couldn't pick up my concepts, please listen to this video again and make your own notes for this portion. Okay, now I am going to read the paragraph. Please do not underline anything. I am going to write the paragraph. I am going to speak the paragraph for you. Okay. This is paragraph 4 of book Cambridge 14. Okay, it says, Fi doli detente. We need not to pronounce this, but this has been typed in italics. So definitely this could be a very important word for us. This is the starting word, or something is going to explain what is a native ant of southeastern US. I must underline southeast US. So first is Fidole detente and second is southeastern US. But scientists have found that it does not seem to show any sign of aging, nothing. Old worker ants, okay, old worker ants can do everything just as well as youngsters. These are the words which I must underline. These are some type of keywords for us. And their brains, okay, just sharp. Their brains sharp. Now see the magic of this underlining. This is your PD. I need not to pronounce it. Make it PD. Means first two letters. Make it PD. PD is a ant. Lives in the US. Old workers do everything just like youngster. Brain is also sharp. My dear student, these 5-6 words are sufficient to make out the broad sense of this paragraph. Okay, we'll go further. We get the picture of ants really don't decline, says this is YG, because we are not familiar with the names of the foreign country. I am from India, so people are not aware of the local names of India, so definitely Chinese may find it difficult. So better, instead of pronouncing it and struggling for it, yes, well, Girel, do, forget it. Make it YG. That is YG. Okay. Who studied about the ant, her doctoral thesis in Boston University. So what I make out from this underlining from this paragraph, there is something PD that is in US, southeastern US. There are some old workers do same thing. Okay, there was a one scientist. Her name was YG, and she studied in Boston University and PhD thesis. Okay, going next. Such age-defying feats rare in animal kingdom. Rare in animal kingdom. Okay, they give one example. Naked mole rats live almost 30 years. Those who are naked mole rats, they live almost 30 years. So I must underline naked mole live 30 years. Stay fit for nearly entire life. Okay, so these two lines are crystal clear to me. That is age defying, rare in animal kingdom. There is a naked mole rat for 30 years, always stay fit. Okay, they can still reproduce when old, and they never get cancer. See, with this they are talking about the mole rats. Mole rats always stay young, 30 years, reproduce when old, never get cancer. But the master majority of everyday deteriorate with the age, just like people. Like naked rat mole, ants are social creatures. Now ants has started. Like that is identical to each other. Naked mole are social creature just like the ants. Okay, that means mole and ant both are compared, and they live in organized colonies. It is this social complexity that made P detente. Again, they have used the word eletics, and P capital is there. We forgot it. We just write PD. Useful studying the people, says Geraldo. Okay, California Institute to Technology. Humans are also social trait and has been connected to healthy age. By contrast, see this word has come. I told you that time, but however, although now it comes by contrast. So definitely, if we go in the deep, because this video is going to be longer if I am going to explain each and everything, I wanted it to be short for your usefulness. So by contrast, definitely some yes, no, true, false, it is going to come here. Okay. By contrast, most of animals study aging, like mice, worms, fruit flies. They are isolated. And next is in lab, P detente. Okay, in lab, P detente worker typically live for around 140 days. Okay, P detente in lab live for 140 days. Okay, Giraldo focus on ants in 4 ranges. Giraldo defined the 4 ages, that is 20 to 22 years, 45, some data is given. I have underlined this data. Unlike all previous studies, again something contrary you find. Unlike all previous study, that means we are going to contradict our system, and definitely yes, no, true, false, something is going to come in this line. Okay, which only estimated how old ants were. Her work tracked the ants from the time of pupa becomes adults. Okay, she knew exact ages, then put all through the ages. My dear students, this is the way to underline the paragraph. Once you underlined everything, please go again and read the paragraphs what are there. Definitely you are going to get the answers 101%. And my dear students, if you are going to underline this paragraph, you will not take more than 3 minutes. Take it granted. Within 3 minutes, you will be able to go for the scanning of the paragraph. And what I request to my students, that after underlining, please read that again, and it will take around 1.5 minutes, because you have already understand and you are going to just scan the data. Now what is the total data? Total data is only this, and there are 7 to 8 paragraphs, only small paragraphs, that's all. This is the data. That means roughly around 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes you are going to scan your paragraph twice, and if you are going to define the paragraph twice, then around 70 to 80% of the data or something written in the paragraph, you are getting connected with the paragraph, and you are going to understand that paragraph. Till you are not, my dear students, are going to understand, definitely you are not going to pick up the answer. Okay, now we have read only 3 paragraphs. Let me show you the practical of one question only, then I'll end this video. See, in the first they have given one word only. Okay, focused on total of dash different age groups of ants analyzing. So that means question want me to understand what are the focus on total of different age groups. They are asking about 4 different age groups. I already know that 8 age groups of ants are already given, 20 to 24, because I have already underlined it. So I invested 5 minutes here in underlining the things. I invested 5 minutes, and what I found, I found 101% one question correct. My dear students, if you are going to do it like this, definitely you are going to get through. This is the most golden video you are going to get from me. I request my students to do it, but hardly somebody follows me or somebody understand what I want to mean to say, because all the students are in hurry, they are behind the answers, where I request them to be behind understanding of the little bit of paragraph. See, the last line is this: you have, dear students, 3 paragraphs. If you do only 2 paragraphs with your full dedication and full concentration and full understanding, definitely you will cross around 21 marks, and you are still left with 1 paragraph, and even by your experience and exposure you will get 4 to 5 marks. That means getting 6.5 or getting 27 marks in reading is a child's play if you are following these type of tricks. I hope you will try to follow it, and my dear students, you are not going to pick up this skill until and unless you practice it yourself. You have thousands of readings available online. Get out its print, and just for my satisfaction that I am serving to my students best videos, please do it once and definitely give me the comments. Yes, 1 or 2 bands you are getting extra now, and those 1 and 2 bands is going to play a significant role in your future life to settle abroad. If you like my video, I request and say that please give me the comments or even compliments if you feel this video is really very useful. I wish all my students, all my viewers, those who are staying thousands of kilometers away from me and watching my video till now, I wish to God that they get understanding with the paragraph and they get 2 good marks in their reading. My dear students, reading is such a module. If you wish, if you labor enough, getting 8, 8.5 or 9 band is not a difficult task. Many of the students those who get 8, 8.5 or even 9 bands also. But you have to go through this tough situation. You have to go for this tough preparation. If you are following this my videos, I shall be very thankful to you. Please do subscribe to my channel. I was thinking that this video should be very small one, but I'm in habit of teaching my students in detail, and still my phone number will be there on the thumbnail. You can call me from any country at any time. I'll try to solve your issues, address your issues. Thank you so much for being with me and watching this video. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.